Good morning or evening or whatever time it is at your house. Welcome to this vlog number 19. I'm pretty sure it's 19. Should have checked before starting the video. Um, so today on my list is to tell you about. Keep looking at the wrong end of the phone. Camera is right there. Um, Today, I'm going to tell you a story about when I was a kid. I think I saw some sort of a UFO or a APU or some kind of a anomaly that nobody can explain. Um, so this was back probably in 1987, 88, something like that. Um, I was outside with my friends. Um, so I was probably about 9 or 10 or something like that, about that age. And we were outside playing, and so we were living in these three-story apartments or block houses. They're like 3 stories, and they're, I guess, regular apartments. But so we were playing outside, and then we would go in. This was evening. I don't think the sun went all the way down yet, but it was right before the sun went down. And then we would play outside, and we would come into the stairway. It was closed in, so it wasn't like outside stairs to go up to the third floor. It was, you walk into the doors into the building, and then the stairs are inside. So we went in and played in there for a while. We'd go up and down the stairs, and I don't remember what we were doing in there. And then I remember that we came out, and it was already dark. Maybe almost dark. Like, it was getting dark. And so we came out, and I remember that everything was like pink purple, like everywhere. And we looked up, and so we distinctly saw a cloudy sky. And in the middle of the cloudy sky, there was like this hole, like a circle hole, and you can see through it. You can see space or sky or whatever through the clouds. And like, I remember seeing the light. Like, normally you don't see the light rays unless it's like foggy, and or like when the sun shines through the clouds, and there's like rain or precipitation of some sort, so you can then see the light rays coming from where the sun is. But I remember seeing the light rays, except they weren't coming from the sun, but I could see distinctly that they are going up instead of from it. They're going up into that hole. And so, like, everything was pink. All the light seemed to have been coming from that area. I don't remember. I think there was light or a lighter area around that circle. And so there wasn't like an actual UFO there, but there was some kind of anomaly there that was doing this. So behind our apartment, it was always very dark. There's no lights back there. There was like some land, and then there was a road. that didn't have any light. So it was like during the night, it was super dark there. So we went around. We were just running around all over the place, and we were behind the building where it's supposed to be super dark. It was all pink too. Like everything was pink and purple colors. And then, so my dad, we didn't have a car, so we walked everywhere. My dad was at his friend's house, probably a couple of miles away, and he was walking back through the fields, kind of doing a shortcut to our house. And he was walking, and he saw the same thing, and he was walking, and when he got home, we met him, and so we were looking at this thing, and we at our house we had this like a monocular, like, you know, you have binoculars, but we had this one thing like a binocular, except just one. So he went home to grab it so we can look into this thing closer, and so I went after him, and when we came back out, it was gone. It was all dark like normal. And so, like, our whole neighborhood was talking about this. The next day when I went to school, everybody was talking about it. There was something on the news about it, but I don't remember what. I know they were talking about it. And then, yeah, I mean, that's as far as it went. We never heard about it anymore after that. I should probably Google it and look it up, and maybe there's something written about it. I'm sure somebody documented it. I'm gonna do that. That'll be interesting. Anyway, and then we had a family friend that was a truck driver, and this was many years later when we moved to America, and this family friend was living in Sacramento, where we lived, and he was a truck driver, and he was always fascinated by our story, always wanted us to like think and you know, give more details, whatever we remember, because he, when he was driving trucks, he was all into those crop circles that were popular back in the 90s. I don't know if they still are a thing or not, and I don't remember. I think maybe somebody revealed that it was them making them. Who knows? I don't know exactly where the crop circles came from, but he was all into it. He was all like trying to figure out, you know, trying to learn more about these things. So that's my that's my knowledge of UFOs. Do I believe that UFOs exist, or aliens? I believe that aliens are demons that that show up to people in the form of aliens. I don't believe that there is other intelligent life out there in space. I'm not like 100% on that because I don't know. I go by what the Bible says, and so in the Bible, I believe that God created man on earth here, and he sent his son to save the human race. So it doesn't talk about any other beings out there other than angels and demons. So based on that, I don't believe there are, but also I don't know what other projects God has that we don't know about. But I don't believe that, first of all, I don't believe that they would be ugly. If God created some other beings out there on other planets, they would probably be normal looking, or at least pleasant to look at. Anyway, and I also got into listening to this one guy that, sorry, probably covered my microphone. I got into listening to this one guy that does all kinds of research, and he did a whole series of videos on aliens and demons and how they're the same thing, and how a lot of these famous people, including some presidents, like Roosevelt and a bunch of others, that had interactions with aliens. And there's so much other interesting documentation of people dealing with these things and taking information from them and instruction and stuff like that. If you're interested in finding out more about this, it's gonna blow your mind. Look up Aliens and Demons. By I think the channel is called Wretched Watchman. Very very interesting, and very, like, your mind will be blown. He does a good job researching stuff. Anyway, so that's my view. I'm not worried about it. I don't really care whether they exist or not. Doesn't to me, it's interesting as a fiction. Like, I love watching movies about aliens, and not the horror ones, but the sci-fi kind of a thing. So to me, that's fun. I like imagining weird, interesting, different worlds, and just how people would interact with them if they faced them. Anyway, so that's my thing about that. Let me know what you believe regarding our aliens. If you had any kind of interaction or experience something weird like that, let me know in the comments. And like the video, please. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.